In a small, beautiful village, the bus slowly entered the quietly green fields stretched endlessly. Little 5-year-old Arjun pressed his face to the window.
Isn't it?
Amma,
Yes, Mama.
is this Pati's house?
Look,
Amma smiled
trees are
softly.
going by.
Yes, Kana.
Wave hello.
This is where I grew up.
My sweet boy.
Pati stood outside her small tiled house waiting. She hugged them tightly. The village night was calm. After dinner, Pati placed a small oil lamp near the doorway. She lit the firewood outside. Crack,
Grandma, the fire
crack.
is so warm.
The wood burned softly. Little 5-year-old Arjun sat close to her. His 2-year-old baby sister Radha slept peacefully on Amma's lap. Pati, tell a story about the Tha and a little girl, Arjun asked. Grandma smiled softly. You want to know how brave your Tata was? Arjun's eyes widened. Yes, Pati. Grandma looked up at the shining stars. When your grandfather was younger, he was a skilled hunter. One day he went deep into the forest with a brave 7-year-old little girl. It was early morning. Mist covered the ground. Tall trees blocked the sunlight. Birds suddenly flew away as they walked deeper into the forest. The little girl followed her grandfather bravely. After some time, Tata went to one side to check his traps. Stay here, he said gently. But as the girl waited, she stepped back slightly and suddenly slipped down into a small rocky valley. She rolled down and landed near a stream. Her knee was hurt. She was alone. Minutes passed. The forest felt darker. Then, bushes began to shake. A wild boar rushed past her. Her heart pounded. Her hands trembled, but she didn't run. She quickly climbed onto a rock and stayed still. She remembered what her mother once told her. Fear will shout at you, but courage will whisper. Stay calm. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and stayed steady. Soon she heard another sound. It wasn't an animal. It was her grandfather calling her name from far away. Between them flowed a strong stream from last night's rain. The stones were slippery. She could cry. She could sit and wait, but she didn't. She picked up a long stick, step by step, slowly, carefully. She crossed the rushing water. She slipped once. She hurt her knee again, but she stood up and kept moving. Finally, she reached the other side safely. As evening approached, the forest grew quiet. Grandpa continued searching for her, shouting her name in worry. Suddenly, he heard her faint cry from a distance. He ran toward the sound and froze. In front of the little girl, a massive king cobra stood tall. Its hood spread wide. Its hiss echoed through the forest. The little girl stood still. Her fear was real, but she did not panic. Grandpa slowly stepped behind her. He gently handed her the bow and arrow. She had been trained in archery by him since she was small. Stay steady, he whispered. The cobra swayed. The forest was silent. The girl lifted the bow. Her hands trembled, but her eyes were focused. She remembered her mother's words again. Fear shouts, courage whispers. She aimed. She released the arrow. The arrow flew straight and struck the cobra. It fell to the ground. The forest was silent once again. Grandpa looked at her with pride, smiled proudly. She was not brave because she was strong. She was brave because she never gave up. Do you know who that brave little girl was? Arjun leaned forward. Who, Grandma? Grandma pointed gently toward Amma. That brave little girl was your mother. Arjun slowly turned and looked at Amma. Amma smiled softly in the firelight. His eyes filled with pride. One day, he thought, I will also be brave like my Amma. Above them, the stars shone. Moral of the story is bravery is not about being fearless. It is about never giving up.